Hello, Taurus, and welcome back. And if you are new here, you know that I love you already. Taurus, this is going to be a general reading for the month of August. And as usual, we're going to do it in three parts. First of all, just your kind of basic state of mind, where you are, where you're coming from, where you're heading to. Then we'll have a look at some advice. And then just three cards from the universe right at the end. Don't forget, you can support this channel by buying me a coffee. The details are down below. And I'm also doing a limited number of personal readings, and those details are also down below. Right, let's get into it. Spirit, what do we have for Taurus for August? Taurus for August. Right, Taurus. Beautiful. The card that represents you, and that's very bright. The card that represents you this month is the Ace of Swords. And Taurus, when this card comes up in your position, in your energy, it's like, it's determination, you know? Determination to move ahead, victory in what you've been doing, where you're heading to go. It doesn't look like a relationship reading for me. So it certainly looks like you moving from a focus of relationships into a focus on yourself and your goals. And your challenge, and I love when the universe or the world card comes up in the challenge position, because it's hardly a challenge at all. So your challenge really is to accept that the universe is infinite, that your possibilities are infinite. And, you know, I see you with this resolve, you know, with the Ace of Swords, this resolve to kind of move forward. And just know that the universe is telling you that your options are limitless. Okay, so don't think that the goals that you have are not attainable. Where you're coming from, Taurus, is a Queen of Cups. So this is an energy. So this is what's led you here. Okay, and it looks to me like you've been working on yourself, and there's this self-love element to this energy. So that's what's moved you into this kind of attitude of resolve to move forward. I see you having done work on yourself. Like, if I can use an analogy, you're in a place now that your mother would be proud of. Let's put it that way. You understand? And then in your heart space, I have the Five of Cups. And this is you kind of looking back with some regrets, you know, in love. But I see that kind of regret is moving you forward. Like you're learning to understand what you've done in the past in terms of relationships, and you're prepared now with this new resolve to move forward. Can see out my window and I'm watching the neighbor running up and down. I'm not sure what's going on. So excuse me. In your headspace, you have the High Priestess. And Taurus, this is you being like super in tune with your intuition this month. Okay. And this is going to help you. And you know, when this comes up with the World card, the universe is being very, very kind of express in saying that if you think it, you can do it. You know you're capable of these things. Okay. You know you are. And where you're heading to is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands relates right back to this universe card of anything is possible. And the Three of Wands is telling you you've taken your blinkers off, okay? And you can, you know, your focus is not so narrow anymore. It's kind of widening up to other possibilities. Things you haven't thought of before. Or maybe have and thought, well, I can't do that. But I think now you realize you can. Right, let's have a look at a path going through August, Taurus, and some advice. Okay, sudden relationships are coming up now. So this is the voice inside of your head, your insecurities, your negative feelings inside, and you have the Lovers. And this is you thinking maybe you're not capable of being the perfect partner. Maybe you're not capable of being that ultimate lover. You know. And maybe it's got to do with these regrets that are sitting in your heart. So it looks to me like you've been looking back and saying, oh, relationships, really? I'm not even that good at it. Why should I bother with relationships? Because it looks like your resolve is moving towards practical things and goals, and kind of in a space where you're leaving relationships behind you. But this is just an insecurity, because you have the potential to be the perfect lover. You just don't think so. So perhaps something you need to work on. Your environment that you're operating in is the 7 of coins. So what the universe is trying to say to you is that, you've got this resolve to open yourself up to new things. And the universe is saying that it's really, the time is absolutely ripe for you to start reaping what you've sowed. So stuff that you've put down, foundations that you've laid, marketing that you've done, branding that you've done, CVs that you've sent out, messages that you've sent. Now's the right time for that stuff to come back to you tangibly for your future. Because this is the card of reaping what you've sown, of gathering your harvest. So the time is right, but of course it requires action. All the universe is saying that the time is right for this kind of stuff. And your advice card, I have the 3 of Swords. And the 3 of Swords is like the heartbreak card, if you like. But your advice, when this card comes up, advice, is to, we had this regret card, is to not let a broken heart get you down. Okay, maybe that's what this regret is. Your heart's been broken. But the universe is saying is leave the broken heart behind. And if you leave the broken heart behind, your potential outcome is the 6 of Swords. And the 6 of Swords is a no going back card, only moving forward. So you have no choice now but to plot a way forward and leave the past in the past. So let's have a look at the story so far. So you've been doing some work on yourself, Queen of Cups. Okay, the universe is saying anything is possible. You're in a state of mind where your blinkers are coming off and you widening your focus. So instead of being narrow in your outlook, you're starting to widen your focus now. And leave the past behind, whatever it is. And it certainly looks like a broken heart, a failed relationship. And it might not be recent, it might be very, very far in the past. Let's have a look at some 3 cards from universe. There's one already. Yeah, so defend your actions. So what happens is when you decide to make a change in your own life, what often happens is people around you notice the change and feel uncomfortable about it. And you might find yourself having to defend your change in direction. So the universe is saying, prepare yourself to defend yourself in these changes you want to make with yourself. Okay. We have the 9 of Wands, which means you're on target for what you're doing. There's definitely a look back, there's a look back and there's a look back at at stuff that you might regret, but you're taking these lessons seriously, and you're moving forward, and you're making some changes. And the universe is saying you're on target. Okay, it's the right thing. The Nine of Wands is the result of doing things correctly, are coming back to you. And then we have the Queen of Coins, which is abundance. Abundance is out there and waiting for you. So what do you need to do? You need to leave this Three of Swords behind. You need to leave that heartbreak, that regret behind. Okay? And then there's no going back. It's only moving forward. And abundance is out there waiting for you. Taurus, I hope this resonated with you. And if it did, please like this video. It really, really helps this new channel get onto that algorithm. And I hope to see you again soon.